Scott, look at wonderful Cabo.
Here we are, man.
Thanks so much for coming out here, pouring into our group here for the past 2 days.
Yeah, man.
I want my audience here today to walk around what we were talking about last night over dinner and earlier today, which is basically the 3 things that they need to know to become successful and live the life of their dreams. And I think we're gonna ruffle some feathers and debunk some things. That your multiple 8-figure exits. You said 10 million customers that you've had across various companies. You've had IPOs. You've had ups and downs.
Business has been wild and amazing. So most of my companies, we've had about 12 companies now. A lot of the businesses we create are for families and for kids and the next generation. So I'd say, we've probably worked with, as they were growing up, we probably worked with over 5 million Gen Zs now, at least, maybe 10. So yeah, we started the whole school fundraising, fund run industry, raised $1 billion for schools, turned into a franchise model. We didn't just give up businesses and money and do the right thing. We've given up social with 500,000 followers. I've given up best-selling books. I've given up a lot. And one thing I've learned, and this is for young people listening that are just coming up, never let your influence grow wider than your character is deep.
Scott, look at wonderful Cabo.
Here we are, man.
It's absolutely fucking beautiful, man. Thanks so much for coming out here, pouring into our group here for the past 2 days.
Yeah, man.
I want to get into the meat and potatoes. I want my audience here today to walk around what we were talking about last night over dinner and earlier today, which is basically the 3 things that they need to know to become successful and live the life of their dreams. And I think we're gonna ruffle some feathers and debunk some things that they've all thought were the keys to success.
Yep.
But before that, I have some questions to you related to Gen Zers and the new generation that's aspiring to be successful. Before we dive into those, tell us a little bit about your story real quick. Let's your multiple 8-figure exits. You said 10 million customers that you've had across various companies. You've had IPOs. You've had ups and downs.
Yeah, well, for me, most important thing about me, love God, love my family, married, 4 kids, live in Phoenix. My wife, who's here at this amazing retreat with us, Amy, she's my angel. And that is by far the things that are my priority. But once those are handled well, it's let's crush. And business has been wild and amazing. So most of my companies, we've had about 12 companies now, in several different industries, in the fundraising world, the fintech world, biotech, real estate, a bunch of stuff. But a lot of the businesses we create are for families and for kids and the next generation. So I'd say, we've probably worked with, as they were growing up, we probably worked with over 5 million Gen Zs now.
Wow.
At least, maybe 10. So yeah, we started the whole school fundraising, fund run industry, raised $1 billion for schools, turned into a franchise model. It was fast. It was fantastic, super fun. We started a bunch of children's business fairs. We took a biotech company public in the digital therapeutic space. We've created banks and coaching programs and real estate. We own a golf course on a hard money loan gone bad, and it's been awesome. So you just, entrepreneurship, man, you just fall into stuff and create value for people and just find ways to create wins and treat people well. Treat people well on the way up because they're the same people you're going to meet on the way down. So never burn a bridge. Always keep your reputation. What's the price of a reputation? A lot of young men I know, they don't have a price on reputation. So they'll burn people. They'll cheat people. They'll screw people. They wouldn't admit it, but if your integrity has a price, then you can be bought. And I see it way too much with young people.
Easy in the early days.
I see it way too much when people in their 20s and they're chasing to get ahead, to outrank, to be in the rooms, to achieve, to get the bag.
At all costs.
At all costs. And I'll just tell you, there's a cost. Your reputation is the only asset that you can't afford to lose. You can't get that back. And so for me, there is no price on it. I will lose $1 billion for my reputation.
Have you done it before?
I've lost 100.
100 million?
Dude, I sacrificed a lot to do the right thing and to treat people right and to make things whole. And it's hard, like, especially in entrepreneurship. Like, but I'll tell you what, I got loyal people in my life because I've been loyal to people. I got ride or dies, man, all over the world. And that is worth more than all the gold. I'll tell you what, like, I just turned 40 and, you know, we got to spend part of this together here. It was awesome. My wife, she made a video, an hour and something video of all the people that have been in my life, closest to me, friends, family, business partners, investors, mentors. And man, I was in tears and laughing for an hour and a half. And you see what a life is like at my age. You start to see it. And I'm still a young buck. 40 ain't much right now. Like I'm going past 110. But I've already seen the reward of good decisions, the reward of doing right by people, the value of true relationships. And it's good. It's beautiful. It's how it should be, man. And so, yeah, I have this principle. You know, we didn't just give up businesses and money and do the right thing. We've given up social with 500,000 followers. I've given up best-selling books. I've given up a lot. And one thing I've learned, and this is for young people listening that are just coming up, never let your influence grow wider than your character is deep.
Ooh. Do you think there's influencer out there that allowed their influence to go wider than character?
Yeah, 90% of them.
90%.
There's a lot of influencers out there who you don't know behind the scenes. You don't know the truth. You see their highlight reels. You see what they probably ripped off from somebody else. And are they living it? What's the fruit? And you just got to be careful who you trust, because there's a lot of people that chase approval, admiration, praise. If you live by man's praise, you'll die by their rejection.
Ooh.
If you live by their praise, you will die by their rejection. And so many people, see, we live in this world, we live in a popularity world now. Used to be a prosperity gospel world. I'm like, that was bunk. But now everyone's chasing popularity, status, achievement, being in the rooms, having the followers, getting the likes, and they mistake that for identity. They mistake that for approval. That becomes more important to them than anything else. Yeah. And it's vanity. It's ego. It's pride. And that's why it's so important that we should be careful who we make famous. Because that's why you can't let your ego, you can't let your character, you can't let your influence grow wider than your character is deep. And so we should be focusing on our character before we get some huge platform. That's really a big deal to me. Because a lot of people are led astray, man. Yeah. So yeah, I won't say names, but
we were talking yesterday over dinner, actually, that the average Gen Zer right now doesn't want to become a plumber or a lawyer or even a millionaire. They want to become an influencer. Yeah. 90% of kids now want to become famous YouTube people, famous influencers.
That's what we see.
And that's what the world's kind of become. We're addicted to this dopamine rush. AI is coming in. Information is expanding massively. Yep. What are the downfalls of these things?
Well, yeah, we call it dopamine distortion. Okay. So it's one of our 4 forces. So what I do now, just so everybody knows, we help families and entrepreneurs, we help them thrive. Okay. So we build strong families, we build strong relationships. If you nail it at home, you nail it at work every time. And so we're kind of the leading experts on building strong families and legacy. And you got to do this before you have a kid. If you haven't had one, get going. Learn the right things, because most people just weren't raised in a situation to know all the best stuff. So we studied the best families in the world, the strongest families in the world that have been able to do this right for generational success. Values passed on, mindsets, skill sets, relationship depth, financial competency, impact, right? You do that 4 or 5 generations in a row, you're awesome. And so that's what we've studied. So now we train in that. And so we have these 4 forces that are like the worst attacks on the next generation. And the biggest one, I think, is dopamine distortion.
What do you mean by that?
So dopamine is it's the pleasure chemical released in your brain. It's a neurotransmitter. And it gets released when you are chasing something that you want. So
like a good workout.
A date night.
Yeah.
Pursuing a project that you're passionate about at work. Being in flow time. That's all dopamine release.
But the same dopamine is also what you get from drugs, alcohol, cigarettes.
Doom scrolling.
And now doom scrolling.
Swiping online.
Porn.
Any dating app, pornography, alcohol, drugs, like binge watching. It all releases dopamine. But the difference is it releases dopamine passively, which is the root of all addiction.
It's kind of like brain rot, we would call it, right?
Yep. And what it does is it actually, like the average teenager right now has hundreds of times the amount of dopamine released in their brain versus us at that age. And so what that does is it completely fires, frays your neurons. It depletes your dopamine resources to where you have to get the next hit faster and faster. It pre-wires your brain for addiction. It pre-wires your brain for depression, mental health issues, anxiety, isolation, and tons of other problems. And so young people, they have it everywhere. Video gaming, Netflix, chat apps, gaming.
Well, everything is designed that way.
It's all designed to hook your attention and addict you to a screen and release more dopamine passively, which, this is how people get addicted to everything. Passive dopamine. Yeah. Alcohol, drugs, pornography, it's all dopamine hits. And so that's one of the greatest forces attacking young people. And so, anyone listening knows what I'm talking about. Like, how many times have you been like, oh my gosh, where'd the last 2 hours go?
Yeah.
I just doom scroll myself to death, and I'm no happier. I'm actually stressed, or my head hurts, or I feel bad. Yeah. Why do I feel bad? I was chasing fun. I was chasing entertainment.
You're actually lucky if you're aware of it.
Most people aren't.
Most people can go to their screen time now and just see how many hours they spend. Yeah,
they got to wait till that cute black girl comes up on TikTok to tell them to take a break. You know what I'm talking about? That happens when you scroll too long. That girl's awesome, and she's like, okay, we need to take a break. Yeah. Maybe you're chasing something. You just shut this down. Yeah. But that's dopamine, and dopamine is good. God made dopamine. You're supposed to pursue something wholesome. You're supposed to actually put in effort to pursue purposeful things. Like date nights and workouts and a project at work or something fulfilling or helping and giving back. Every time we serve somebody else, dopamine. It's good to do that. But if it's effortless, it creates addiction and isolation. So we got to really fight back against those things. And young people and Gen Z, all the way until 30, they've been literally inundated with it for the last 15 years. It has literally been a way of life. And we have to repel it.
So how do we repel it? Pure discipline?
Yeah.
Building discipline, good habits, staying away from socials, staying away from pornography, staying away from things that are addicting?
I mean, if we really want to get to the heart of it, willpower doesn't work. Willpower alone does nothing. My buddy Benjamin Hardy wrote that book, Willpower Doesn't Work. But you have to replace it with something even a greater pull. This is why purpose and vision for your life is so powerful. The only thing that gets people out of bad habits is better habits. And so you have to replace this with, I'm pursuing something valuable. I'm going to pursue a beautiful relationship. I'm going to become the man that the woman of my dreams wants to marry. I'm going to build something worthy at work. I'm going to build a project that serves people. I'm going to pursue purpose here. And that literally makes drugs, alcohol, porn, online shopaholism, and binge watching go to the back. I'm a man of faith, and so I know that the main thing for me that really just kills these evil demons in your life is just surrendering to God and saying, hey, these don't, I'm repenting of this. I'm getting this out of my life. This doesn't control me anymore. I'm pursuing something purposeful for my life. God, show me a vision. I trust you. Let's go. And that is how you kill these things, because they become idols, bro. They control you. They grip you. Anyone who's listening who's ever been in a porn addiction, it is a nightmare. Just like a drug addiction or an alcohol addiction. It's a nightmare. You don't know you feel like you're going down a toilet bowl. You feel miserable every time. You don't know how to get out of it. It's like crying out to God, save me. Well, whenever you want to get rid of something, you're creating a vacuum. Your body has a hole in it, and you got to fill it with something better, something that is worthy of pursuing, and a better version of yourself, and let God guide you. And that's how we get out of these nightmares. So
tactically speaking, for somebody listening right now, that step one is identifying the problem.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm maybe 16 or I'm 25 and I've got these vices.
Yeah.
I can't just willpower my way through it.
I want to stop, but what do I do?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a full stop. Like, this is no longer me. This is not my identity. I'm repenting, God. I'm turning and going the other way from this moment forth. I give it to you. Forgive me. I'm moving on, and I'm going to fill this with a better purpose, a better vision, a better life. I'm going to pursue this instead. I'm going to pursue you, God, instead. That is how you fill the hole. You can't just remove things in your life. It doesn't work that way. You have to replace things. And so, yeah, that's my best advice for people. They get stuck in these nightmares, these toilet bowls, and they're doing it because of dopamine. They're doing it because they're in a spiral, or they're in pain. You know, my friend Joe Polish says, most all addiction is just a response to pain. And the opposite of addiction is what we call connection. So that's why we have our entire connection series for families and teaching them, how do you actually connect? Connect to your people you love most, connect to a purpose in your life, connect to yourself, so you're not disassociated, right? Like, connection in real relationships that aren't just likes and comments online. That's real connection. And people who are connected feel whole, they feel loved, and they don't just chase those nightmares.
The antidote.
That's the antidote.
Interesting.
Connection to God, people you love, and yourself.
You were also talking about another fourth force, and your fourth force was AI. And I think AI is the greatest superpower that everybody listening here can do. I mean, literally, you could become a millionaire in your 20s if you understand how to master AI. But on the flip side, there's all these dangers with AI. I mean, when I was a kid, and that was not too long ago in high school, maybe 10 years ago, we'd go on Facebook and just call somebody, call it slut or fat or whatever, and that was bullying. Now you could literally use AI to create a horrible video of that person and then just spread that false information all throughout.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
So how do we, as the young generation, that's Gen Zers, how can the current generation take advantage of the fruits of AI? Because it can move us faster.
Yeah.
It makes us more powerful. We're more equipped.
Yep.
How do we fight that dark side, those shadows that are super fucking horrible, man?
Yeah, I got a bunch of thoughts on this, but on what you were saying, bullying has changed. So when I was in high school, bullying was still like pushing, shoving, punching. You come home with a black eye.
There was no social media at the
time. No, like, it came out when I was in college. And you fast forward a few years, and bullying was more online, right? People didn't come home with a black eye. They came home with a bruised heart, and you never saw. You couldn't tell until it added up, and then you get these massive issues of mental health disorders and suicidality and depression, anxiety, like the list goes on. But that's one of the biggest shifts that's happening. But then when you add in AI,
now you don't know what's real and what's not.
Now you can take a teenage girl's picture and go to a dark web AI and turn her into a nudification pornographic video and send that around and bully. That's another level. That's a crime, actually. That's assault. That's virtual assault on somebody's life. And so that is another level, but it's happening in schools all across the world now, just in the last year. And so AI, we have to be very careful of its negative effects. We are not going to be able to tell what is real online and what is not within the next 5 years. Like, we are not going to be able to, like me, I am already hijacked.
Yeah.
We've had, 200 million views now. I'm already hijacked. People use my voice, my face, talking about content, and they're gaining audience. And I'm like, I didn't say that. What the heck is going on right now? It sounds like me. It looks like me. That ain't me. Yeah. And so verification is going to get crazy. And bank fraud's going to get crazy. I mean, you already have grandparents getting called, being held hostage by their granddaughter's actual voice. And they're like, if you don't send $20,000 right now, we're going to kill her and blah, 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 blah. This is already happening in mass. And people are getting duped. And so the world's going to become a crazy spot. And I think that one of the greatest things that we can, and let me say this. AI is changing the doubling rate of information, like I mentioned in our talk. It used to take 100 years for information to double. Then with internet, it was 25 with the printing press. It was a year with internet. Now it's 13 hours.
Every 13 hours.
Twice a day, all the information in the world is doubling because of AI, and it's only going to get faster. And so young people feel overwhelmed. They feel obsolete. They're like, what am I going to do? What's my job? Like, what do I go to college and get a degree for an industry that ain't even going to be there? So why would I go into crazy debt for something that ain't going to be there? That's a lot of young people's thoughts right now. And so how do you actually ride the wave of, the information revolution instead of just getting caught up with it? And so I have my thoughts on what the best things that we can be learning. I'm not, I'm just one voice in here, but I've studied it in depth. I think we need to be thinking about AI as a helpmate, but you have to learn critical skills on your own to use it properly.
Yes.
Or else you're just going to think of it as like, oh, this just helps me like fake a test essay for school, or it's just going to give me answers like Google did.
Yep.
No, I think what we need to learn as humans is, number one, we need to learn how to learn and learn how to think.
Amen.
Let's start there. Learn how to learn how to think. So learning how to learn means, how do you ask good questions? Be a great prompt engineer. Start thinking in first principles. If you try to get to the heart of things and you learn to ask really, really good questions and you're curious, AI will serve you well.
100%.
If you start thinking critically, like how to think, think critically, problem solving, value creation, like how do I systematize? How do I rank and prioritize thoughts? How do I figure out the domino that knocks down all the other dominoes? How can this transform my life in a powerful way? Like, ask good questions and think critically. If we get really good at that, and we get really thoughtful about solving good problems and big problems, using AI as a partner, as a tool, that's where you have massive success. That will separate you from the rest of the pack. From everybody else who just thinks that it's a great way to write your essay or write your copy or give you a funnel or maybe give you a website real quick soon. Like, that's great too, but I think AI has massive unlocked potential for people who want to attack problems and solve them well.
But you have to learn the fundamentals first.
But you got to get the fundamentals. And then I think our world in the next 10 years is going to go, there's going to be a movement back to human connection. So I think in the next,
so much.
Everyone's desperate for it. They already don't trust what's online. They already don't think it's real. And so we're going to have a huge swing back to face-to-face. Those are events, conferences, personalized coaching, real conversation, human interaction. There's going to be a big push back to that. I think the last 15 years has been a real big push to like automation and all tech and no more people. And everyone's like, wait a minute, I feel so isolated. I don't even know how to be friends with humans again. Because I've just been on my phone texting everything for the last 10 years. Like, you see teenagers now and they don't even know how to have conversation. They're just literally, I'd rather text you. Don't call me. That's offensive. Hey, mom, dad, don't FaceTime or call me. Just text me. That's way more appropriate. It's like, what are you talking about? Let's have real connection. And I think they're starting to realize the isolating issues with that. And so we're going to move towards more connection very, very soon as a society. So anything that you can do in that space that has more one-on-one personalized connection will be a win in the future, which also I think gives credo to service-based stuff.
100%.
There's so many things that, yes, a robot could kind of do some things, but no, when it comes to safety issues, security issues, long-term big issues, then people have a lot of questions back and forth. Like, humans are going to be needed for a long time.
100%.
So just because you have a robot, doing your dishes or groceries in 5 years doesn't mean plumbing
Humans
and
are
electricity and AC, roofing and all these things, they're still going to be critical.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So to kind of recap the fundamentals, it's person-on-person connection, which at the end of the day helps you in sales, helps you in relationships, helps you everywhere.
Everybody needs to learn relationship skills. Like 100%. If you want to separate yourself from the pack, don't just do the critical thinking, problem solving.
Yep.
You need to get like really good at communication.
Yeah.
Get really good at influence and persuasion.
Yeah.
Get really good at like one-on-one emotional intelligence and relationship building. Yeah. Being like for others. And I think communication and relationship will be one of the standout skills moving into the future. It's a big deal. Yeah. Because that's going to be the hardest thing to ever replace.
Yeah, I heard a quote that most people would rather die than go on stage and public speak.
Yeah.
They're terrified of it.
Yeah.
And that was actually a quote from 15 years ago where society wasn't as isolated.
Yeah.
I wonder what the average millennial or Gen Zer now thinks about hopping on stage.
Yeah, they're terrified to go on a date.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like even one-to-one, it's terrifying. And I get it, but when you're young, this is how we help families. It's like, hey, how about your kids like memorize something and present it before the family? Give us a presentation. Memorize, a whole chapter of the Bible and present it to the whole family. Or like practice when people come to our house, shaking their hand and looking them in the eye and saying, "Hi, my name's Sawyer. What's your name?" Right? Like we have to practice these things, man. Yeah.
So I know our time's coming up here, but I want to hit two more things. And one of it is, you called it the sweet spot. I want to talk about it a little bit. So what is the sweet spot? And what does that mean for a young entrepreneur or a young person who's aspiring to become successful in today's day and age?
Sweet spot is, it's the fastest, easiest way to, I think, live a fulfilling life, successful, fulfilling life. Most people talk about a calling. Mm-hmm. I think that's ridiculous.
So you're telling me I'm not going to sit one day and just have something come up to me and that's the thing?
Yeah, or like
the girl of my dreams is going to pop out of nowhere.
Everybody,
Boom.
Here's two lies. Everybody's like, I only have one calling, and if I miss it, my life's over.
Yeah.
And then you have a job that's tough, or you get fired, or your business fails or whatever, and you think you missed your calling and your life's over. That's so dumb. In fact, that was most likely used to help you strengthen you for like the next milestone. Same thing with relationships. People are like, there's only one person out there for me. There's only one woman out there. And what if I miss her? What if I get broken up with? Everything's over for me. That's dumb. You like find a girl who matches your love languages and you complement each other well and you have the same vision for where you want to go and she's attractive. And then just go hard. Like, I'm not joking. Like, we should be getting married and having more kids than we can afford and pursuing something purposeful in our lives.
Brings so much joy.
Bro, like, so many people have this lie where they're like, I got to get
10 years.
I got to get X amount of money. I got to live with a girl and sleep with her X amount of times to see if she's the right one. You're lying to yourself. Kids are a waste of money. They're an expense. Who would ever want kids in this world? I don't want to bring kids into this terrible world. We're overpopulated. It's such a nightmare. I'm going to live for myself and
career
get a dog.
First, profession first, and then kids.
Ridiculous. And this is actually some of the greatest regrets are people in their, late 30s, 40, and women are like, I only have a couple years to have a kid, and I like missed the boat. I got lied to. Men are like, dude, having a newborn in your 40s is crazy. But so many men do it. And they're like, oh, wait a minute, I'm going to be 65 by the time this is like they're out of the house. I can barely get up off the ground with a 3-year-old, Like you got to have kids younger because it is the greatest blessing and joy. Do not get lied to. It's the greatest. And anyone who's telling you that's not true is lying to you. Like, it is awesome. Having a family is 10 million times cooler than any amount of money or success or achievement will ever give you. But at the end of the day, we call it the sweet spot. So if you want to live a successful life, a fulfilling life, follow what I call the sweet spot. It's not about a calling or one perfect person or perfect job for you. When it comes to relationships, be the man that the woman of your dreams wants to marry. It's that simple. If you're a girl, be the woman that the man of your dreams wants to marry. There you go. But when it comes to your life and what you're going to do with it, follow the sweet spot. It's 3 things. It's your gifts, your passions, and the needs of the world. So let me unpack this.
Love this.
Your gifts. What are you great at?
Yep.
What are you, okay, there's a quote I love. I don't know who said it, but it was, if you're good at something, you'll tell others.
Mm-hmm.
If you're great at something, they'll tell you.
Yeah.
So what do other people tell you that you are insanely good at?
Yeah.
That's a great at. That's a gift. You are given this gift. Your job's to hone it and stay in it because it's a talent. It's a skill. It's a gift that you have. So what is it? Write down 3-4 things of that. Like, I love to communicate. I love to make people feel good. I love to paint. I love to write. I love to strategize. Yeah. Like, I'm just insanely good. I'm insanely good at it.
Yep.
Everyone's like, you should just do this because you're insanely good at this.
Yep.
That's what your gifts are. And then your passions. Passions are what you love to do. Mm-hmm. That's when you have flow time. Mm-hmm. You don't pee, you don't eat. Yeah. You could literally do it hours on end.
Yep.
Like me on that state. I could literally train in family and legacy and business
forever. Yeah.
All day, every day, and I would feel more energy at the end.
Yeah.
That's your passion.
Yep.
So everyone has different ones.
Yep.
That's the beauty of it. That's how God made it. Yeah. So what do you love to do more than anything else? Write down 3, 4, 5 things. And this could be hobbies, that could be business things, it could be life things. It doesn't matter. Write them down. Yep. And then the third, and by the way, that's important to distinguish because there's people who love things that they suck at.
Yeah. Shouldn't
they stink at it, but they like it.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's people who are very, very good at things that they hate doing.
Yeah.
See, you got to be careful.
Yeah.
A lot of people get stuck in a job trap their whole life because they're good at it, but they really don't like it.
Yeah.
And they convince themselves the lie that I got to continue in it forever until I retire and die.
Yep.
Bad life. The third part of that triangle, though, because it's a triangle, the third part of that triangle is the needs of the world. The greatest needs of the world according to you.
Yeah.
So according to Alex, this breaks your heart.
Yeah.
These are the biggest pain points you see.
Yep.
These are the things on the news that light you on fire.
Yep.
These are the things you see when you're going to the grocery store, you're talking with friends or in different industries. You're like, I have a burning desire to solve this problem. This is a nightmare for everybody, and I need to fix this, and I'm called to do it.
Yeah.
And it can be something that's a business. It could be something that's nonprofit. It could be serving. It could be anything.
Doesn't matter.
It's different for everybody. And you write down those 2, 3, 4 things.
And at the intersection of those 3 things,
the middle
is the sweet spot.
It's that simple. Stay in the triangle. Stay in the triangle. Whether it's your hobby, whether it's something with family, whether it's work, whether it's a business, whether it's whatever. Stay in the triangle. I've got 4 bullseyes that I'm doing in my life right now. One of them makes great money. 3 of them have nothing to do with money. In fact, 2 of them spend a lot of the money that the other one's making. But in pursuit of purpose, in pursuit of saving millions of children around the world in anti-trafficking, helping families, right, promoting freedom across this world, like faith, like they're in my sweet spot. So I could care less if I ever become a billionaire doing it or not. I care less how many millions. It doesn't matter. Like, I am doing what I love to do. It fires me up. I'm very good at it. I'm great at it, like world-class great at it, which gives me energy and helps even more people. And it solves problems that I really feel called to care about. Like, what breaks God's heart? Go there. What fires you up? Go there. What's something that you've got to solve that you really feel like I'm sick of just thinking about this. I got to go for it. If not me, then who? Go. Those are the kinds of things that you run at. And that's a sweet spot life. That is the most fulfilling, satisfying, like rewarding life. You will never feel like you're working. You'll have massive energy. It makes everybody around you feel more at peace because you're living how you were supposed to. Everyone around you is blessed by that. See, the most miserable people are the ones who do things they hate, that they don't like, or don't really fulfill a need.
Because somebody told them.
Somebody else told you that this was what you have to do to be good, successful, financially secure, blah, blah, blah. And they live these lives of quiet desperation. And they die with a song unsung. The greatest libraries in the world are in the graves, buddy. Stories never told. Dreams never lived. Like, you have one life. Like, go. Yeah. You have one shot. Go. And I just see people that their creative genius got beat out of them in elementary and middle and high school, and then they just were like, I got to settle. Yeah. I got to get the degree, to get the job, to make sure I barely make it by until I, get retired, and then within 10 years, I'm gone. Like, if that's the life you want, then turn this podcast off right now. Like, you just need to go to, I don't know, go to the next job fair and find the quickest job.
Go to college.
Chase money.
Yeah.
Go chase money. See how that works for you.
Yeah.
Because if you chase money, you're chasing an identity that is going to ruin your life long term. Money does not carry you. People who chase money will ultimately fail because money is never ending. That's mammon, by the way. Jesus said it. You can't serve both God and mammon. Mammon is this insatiable lust for more, this hunger for more. I have to have more. It's never enough. The goalpost keeps extending. Another zero, more security, more power, more influence, more stuff, more money. It's never ending. So if you want to run on a rat wheel, have anxiety, anger, toil, frustration, go chase that crap. But if you want a rewarding life, surrender, focus on your sweet spot, and be in service to other people, and you're going to love the heck out of it.
So to recap it all, success equals fulfillment. And if you're in your sweet spot, it doesn't matter how much money you make, doesn't matter how much followers you have, it doesn't matter how many people like or dislike you.
Yeah.
You'll live a fulfilled life. That's the definition of success.
Yeah, and the irony is the world will knock down your doors to get you to help them when you're in your sweet spot.
Everything else will come.
Because it's world class.
Yeah.
It's effortless. Like, nobody will beat me in my businesses because I'm world class at it. It meets a massive need. I love it. And I get more energy by doing more of it. You cannot beat me. And there's no such thing as competition. Yeah. Because I am the only me ever made or ever will be made with my purpose in life. God's calling on my life. You are the only Alex God's ever going to make in history or the future to have fulfill your assignment. What would we ever compete on?
Exactly.
Competition is a lie. It's just comparison. People compete against others' views of them. They compete against trying to beat another business. I got to be better than them. So you're just jealous and envious, or you're like, at least we're beating those guys. Yeah. They suck. Yeah. Well, now you have pride and ego. Yep. It's all comparison. Yeah. Competition's a lie. I think we should be driven for compassion. Compassion is what drives the most successful people in the world because they focus on the end client. Yep. Like, they focus on the customer. They focus on service of others. And it's unbeatable. It's unstoppable. Yeah. There's no competition that way. You know what I'm talking about? Like, business owners, like the community and the businesses you guys do, you are so customer focused and compassion focused that
everything else is secondary.
There's no beating it. Yeah. But then you got a bunch of other people who are grifting and they're trying to beat you or be like you or rip from other people or just got to be better than. And that's what creates corporate greed, Enrons, scams, frauds, scandals, cutthroat.
No joy. You're always dissatisfied.
Cutthroat. Oh, it's miserable, man. Yeah. So anyway, there you go.
Well, thanks so much, man. Really appreciate you pouring into our audience here and sharing all of this. If somebody wanted to find you, where could they find you?
Probably in my prayer closet.
Yeah.
Most days I spend in my prayer closet reading, writing, helping people. I get a lot from God. I spend way more time these days with the Lord, growing in wisdom and insight, and getting downloads from Him, and that helps me love other people better and create world-class systems that help countless millions. So that's where I'm at these days physically. If you want to follow some of our stuff, it's just I'm Scott Donnell all over socials, and we help families. That's like our main focus right now. Awesome. Anybody who's married or about to have a kid or has kids, like, come into Mentor Family. Come join our stuff. We will train you like the best, and it'll
Excited
crush.
for it. Awesome, man. Thanks so much. Let's go get some food.
Let's go.